Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. I'm Marco D'Angelo. Joined in studio this week, we've got a special guest. You might know him as BaseWinner. He's Mark Borchard. And Mark, first of all, I want to thank you for coming into the studio. Want to welcome you aboard. You're our newest member at the WagerTalk handicapping family. And I got to meet you a few years ago back in Arizona, catching some spring training. Brian Leonard was with me and our good buddy Gil. We caught a few games, caught a few suds, and did some eating.
We had a great time. I missed you guys this year.
Yeah, really you can blame Brian for that one.
Oh, it's Brian.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy to be part of the team. I mean, it's great to be with you guys. You're class guy, class organization, and I'm happy to be part of it.
Well, we're happy to have you aboard, and I'll tell you, one of the things, everybody's doing sabermetrics these days, but what I like about you guys is you're taking the sabermetrics and you're making it and putting it in numbers where the average guy can absorb it and understand it. And you guys do a daily video podcast that you do, and it's called the Crunch Pod. And tell us a little bit about that, because I'll tell you, that thing's pretty impressive.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, you're right about the availability of numbers and the quantity of numbers that are out there right now. And so it's like somewhat overwhelming sometimes. So what we've done is we've taken complex ratings, and believe me, we've gotten very detailed into the complexity of it, and we've made it so people can understand on a just looking at the chart, just looking at the daily chart, and then we go over the chart, and what we do is we summarize any AL East or NL West game on our podcast, and we'll go into the game. We'll go into the projected the pitchers, how they've done, the lineups, all the ratings that we have for that game. And then we come up with a projected line for every game, but the games that we go over on the podcast, we kind of get into depth on those. So. Absolutely,
and then you do keep a few of the games on the Crunch Pod that you don't share the information on, and for good reason. Those are a lot of times your premium plays, and we're going to be having you sell those. And one of your premium plays, which we're going to actually do an entire video on and break it down. So I don't want you to go too deep there, but You guys have had some pretty good success with totals, but in particular unders. You guys, your numbers really get, and it's been boggling to me, and we'll talk about it in more detail, but you'll put out an under, and I'm looking at the score, and they're in the 8th inning, and it's 2-1, and I'm like, this is nice.
Those are always good. Those are always great plays.
Yeah.
We've taken a look at what's been very successful from a return on investment standpoint, and the unders have really performed well. 61% over the last 4 years, and this year we're at a little bit over 61% now. So we're very happy with the unders. That's our bread and butter.
Okay, and one of the things that one of the reasons that we reached out to you and wanted to get you to the site is one of the things we're proud of at WagerTalk is the fact that we do supply a lot of free content for the people that come to the site, our viewers, our followers, and you guys will be doing that. You'll have links to the Crunch Pod and everything, and when you're in town, it's not that far from Arizona, so you can make that little trek over. We'll have you in here and doing videos with us, and we appreciate that. And I really encourage all of our viewers and listeners to check out the Crunch Pod, because you're going to see what you guys are all about. And you guys
I appreciate it too. You know what? I do tell a few jokes, and some of them are even funny. So,
You know what? You can tell all the bad jokes you want. You keep getting all those unders that you don't have to sweat 2-1. We'll take that.
One of the things about the podcast, I try to keep it in real concise. In 10 minutes, you get what you need, and then you can get onto the betting window.
All right, good stuff. And we're going to go into more detail about those unders in the next video. He is BaseWinner. You'll know him as Mark, but we're going to refer to you as BaseWinner. I just love the sound of that.
Great.
And,
Sounds great.
Round and third coming for home, and get it done. Check out the Crunch Pod, and this week, guys, hey, as we do every week at WagerTalk, you can check out a weekend all-access package. Get your favorite capper, buy all of their plays Thursday through Monday. Save yourself money. It's just $69. 5 big days, all plays. That's all sports, baseball, basketball. You'll get everything for just $69, your favorite capper each and every weekend at WagerTalk.com. We'll be back with more here at WagerTalk.